GoHighLevel just released a new update that completely changes how A2P campaign registration works. And if you've ever had your campaigns rejected because of compliance issues, this new system is designed to prevent that. In this video, I'll show you exactly how the new A2P registration flow works and what you need to do to get your campaigns approved. All right, so this new update introduces a pre-built A2P campaign registration flow, and the goal is to make the process much easier, faster, and reduce the chances of carrier rejections when submitting A2P campaigns. So, if you know, previously a lot of A2P submissions were getting rejected because of incorrect consent language, wrong opt-in methods, or compliance mistakes. So GoHighLevel built a system that now automatically generates compliant messaging, consent, and logs certain fields to make sure everything flows within the carrier regulations. So let's walk through what changed and how the new flow works. So this is what we have here. Let's go to high level and test this out. I'm just going to start the process from scratch. I'm going to purchase a phone number and I'm going to start the verification process. So I'm going to go to settings, phone system, and I'm going to add in a number. I'm going to click here and select just a random number. I'm going to go with this first local one. The number was purchased successfully, so that's good. Let's move on to A2P verification. All right, so I'm going to click under start now. And as you can see here in the trust center, so we're going to click under A2P register. All right, so this is what we have here. You see that this is brand new. Now we have campaign details here, and under chat widget, we can actually pre-establish and pre-build the campaign. This is going to enforce the chat widget as the only opt-in method. It's going to also automatically generate compliant consent language, lock certain compliance elements, and significantly reduce the chances of A2P rejection. This new widget flow is designed to make the process more automated and compliant from the beginning. And now, an important thing to know is that this new update is available mostly for sole proprietorship. So make sure that you select this option when adding in your business details. So I'm just going to skip the sensitive information and we'll be back under messaging use case so that we can focus specifically on that chat widget update. All right, so now we have the pre-built campaign with the chat widget. And as you can see here, all fields are non-editable. It's also best for promotional and transactional campaigns. And only the chat widget is allowed as an opt-in method. So that's what we want. You can also select this other option. That's the self-serve campaign. So here you can actually manually add it in, and all opt-in methods are allowed. This is the best for mixed use case campaigns, and also all fields are editable. So I'm going to go here with the chat widget, and this is what we want. So you have the two-factor authentication, you have account notification, customer care. These are all brand new options, by the way. So I'm just going to go with the first one. All right, so once you choose your message type, the system will filter the allowed use case automatically. So if you choose marketing, the only available use case will be marketing. And if you choose informational, then you'll be able to select from several options. And these are most of the options that we see here. I'm just going to go with 2FA and continue. All right, amazing. So now I have my chat widget all built in already. And you can see here the use case and opt-in message was added automatically. It was created on its own, which is great. And this is going to save us a lot of pain on trying to figure out how to get this to pass A2P. And as you can see here, it's automatically created and we have it ready to go. I went back for a moment just to show you an additional message detail that it's also brand new. So the new system is also going to introduce the automatic age gating compliance. So age verification will be automatically required either of these are selected. So if you select this option, the system will automatically add a date of birth field to the widget, and this field cannot be removed and is required before submission. So if neither condition applies, then the date of birth field will not appear. Let's try it out. Right now I have it selected, and if I continue, you'll see that here we have the date of birth added to the widget. And if we go back and we unselect it, then if we continue, you see here it's not going to come up. So make sure that you think about this before launching that option, because as we saw back there, this cannot be removed and is going to be always required before submission. Now, one of the biggest improvements in this update is the auto-generated compliance widget. So the system will now automatically not only create the compliant chat widget, but it's going to insert your business name into the disclosure, as we can see here. SWS Community Team is going to apply log disclosure language. It's going to add stop and help messaging here. And it's going to add date rate disclosure. Yeah, what we mentioned before. It's also going to add message frequently disclosure and generate the embedded code automatically, as we can see here. So this is just fantastic update. I think high level. All right, so I'm going to zoom in so that we can have a better look. And there's some important restrictions to keep in mind because the system is enforcing compliance. There are several things users cannot modify anymore, like I've been mentioning. So you cannot edit the disclosure text, remove required fields. You cannot add custom consent checkboxes or edit compliance fields. Everything is locked to ensure carrier compliance. And also, regarding the widget structure, here's how the widget is structured now. So the widget will always include the phone number field, the disclosure block, the stop and help language, the date rate disclosure, and the frequency disclosure. There's a conditional field that's going to be the age gating, and the date of birth is going to become mandatory. And some optional fields that we have are that now the users can optionally add the name, the message, and you can customize the styling as always. So you can select the colors, the header text, etc. Some elements were removed also to avoid compliance issues. So the email fields were removed, the consent check boxes, the custom compliant fields, and the opt-in method selectors. So again, this is going to help prevent mistakes that could lead to A2P campaign rejections. Now, another thing that we're seeing here is that before submitting your campaign, you'll actually be able to see and read the preview of the widget. So this is where we at right now. We can review the full widget, we can review the disclosure placement, and the date of birth field in case that you've triggered it or you've selected that option. All right, so now we're going to go over the final consent review. And before submitting the campaign, High Level now includes a final compliance review step. So during this step, all the fields are automatically filled, everything is non-editable, the sample messages are generated automatically, and also the opt-in method is confirmed. Super important is this checklist. We do need to confirm a website compliant checklist. And again, this is just going to ensure that everything meets the carrier and CTI guidelines before submitting. All right, so overall, this update is going to impact all agencies submitting a new A2P campaign. It's also going to help you improve with sub accounts, creating new messaging campaigns, marketing only campaigns, and informational campaigns. Of course, another thing to note is that this is going to affect and help campaigns involving financial services or age gated content. Again, this new registration flow is not available for mixed use case campaigns. Okay. So, super excited to show you this new update. And, my final thoughts are that, overall, this update is going to be a great help. And it was specifically designed to help reduce the A2P rejection rates and align with carrier regulations, overall, simplifying the submission process. Now, if you want to learn more about high level, if you want to start, if you want to get your foot deep in the pool of digital marketing, I would definitely recommend you joining our community. We literally take you by the hand over everything you need to get things set. We have one-on-one setup call where we help you set up your entire system. We also have ongoing calls with coaches. We have tech calls. We have high ticket agency owners helping you and coaching you through this process. And we also have, a bunch of courses if you want to build an AI agency, if you want to start selling ads, if you want to start selling websites, we have you covered. So make sure to check out the link below, gofreetrial.com, so that you can get your 30 days for free and get started with Go High Level. All right, so if you're registering a new A2P campaign inside Go High Level, I highly recommend using the pre-built campaign option to make sure everything is compliant. See you on the next one.